a way to automatically have the money for bills set aside for me on payday. For this example, I will show you how to do this on the Starling Bank app with their Spaces feature. But this would also work for Monzo and most banks that allow you an area within your account to manage your money. There are 3 parts to this process. But before I get started, you should know that this is not financial advice and this is not an infallible system. Nor do I take responsibility if this doesn't work for you or if you get it wrong. So getting started with part 1, the preparation stage. You need to have all your bills or standing orders already set up. If you've just opened a new account, this may be a little tricky. If you've had your account for a while though, just look through your outgoings and make sure all the bills are tagged as a bill. On Starling, you could do this in a couple of ways. You could swipe up from the home screen and you will see all ingoing and outgoing transactions in date order. You could scroll through over at least a month and make sure that the tags are right. Starling does a pretty good job of sorting it out automatically. But if you see any that are wrong, just go to that transaction, touch on the tag, type in or select the tag you want to have. You will have the option at the bottom to just change this single transaction or to change this payment for all transactions already existing and in the future. Once you are happy that you have all your bills and standing orders tagged as you would like, then it is time for part 2, setting up the space. Monzo calls their money management areas pots. Starling calls them spaces. Whatever your bank calls them, now is the time to set up a space for our money to be automatically put into. I've kept it simple, and on Starling, I've made a space called Bills. Within this space, go to Manage Space and select the option from that says Pay Bills from this space. Now you should see everything that you've just tagged as a bill show up in a list. Select anything you want to automate and be paid from this space. The app will show a running total of the amount you are setting to come from this space. You don't need to remember this number, but it can be eye-opening. I have made a single space for all of my bills, but you can make a separate space for car, entertainment, utilities, etc. And that would really help you track your spending. Once you have all the things you want selected to be paid from this space, select Save. If you have made a mistake or want to change anything, just go back to that list and unselect anything you don't want. The changes are made in a couple of seconds, so don't feel any pressure to get it right first time. When you make an adjustment here, the next screen you see will tell you that your estimated bill total has changed. The app will then ask if you want to update the amount you have going into the space. Now this leads us to part 3, putting the money aside. Select the update amount button. If you missed it or for some reason didn't see the screen, then just go to the space that you have created and select automatic transfer. It will take you to the same place. Turn automatic transfers on if they aren't already. The top line to fill in is how much money you want to top up this space with. And just underneath, you will see the estimate bills total. Starling suggests by topping up by more than this number to cover any fluctuations in your bills. You can do this in a couple of ways. You could look at your estimated bill total and add a percentage to it, so you put in a little more aside each month. Or you could put a lump sum in to begin with to use as a buffer. What happens if you don't have enough in your space to pay the bill though? If a bill is due and you don't have enough money in the space, then you will receive a notification from Starling. You will have until 4 p.m. that day to put the money into that space, or the payment will be declined. So once you've decided how much you're putting into this space, scroll down and select how often you want to repeat this payment. Things are a little trickier here if you are paid weekly, as most bills are monthly. I pay myself for my business monthly and have it as every month. Then you can select when you want the money to go into the space you have created. If you are paid on the 1st of every month, for example, you would select the 1st here. So now, when you are paid on the 1st all of the money you need for the bills will be put aside automatically into their own space. All of the bills and standing orders will be automatically paid from the space on their due date. So what you see in your current account is what you have left after paying all of the bills you selected earlier without having to do any of the calculations yourself. As I said at the beginning, this is not a perfect system. If for some reason your income is delayed, or a bill fluctuates a lot, or you're paid for weekly or not on a set day, things can become tricky. I like to make my money management as easy as possible, and these techniques really help. If you want to see some of the other cool features on the Starling app, then check out this video over here. If you found anything in this video helpful, please leave a like. It makes so much difference and I really do appreciate it. Until next time.